Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum. In this video, we will have the introduction to hypothesis testing. Everyone watching this video will have the basic idea what is hypothesis because in science class we have learned before. But in statistics, hypothesis is more specific. It is a claim that we want to test or we want to investigate. And then it is also a statement about population parameter. For example, let's say we have the belief that the students spend 100 ringgit per month for food. Okay, that is the belief for the whole population of the students. And then we want to test whether the belief is true. So we have to do some surveys and collect some data. And at last, we will decide whether our claim is true or false. Okay, that is the basic idea what is hypothesis. And then we have two types of hypotheses. The first one will be null hypothesis. The word null in maths usually refer to zero or empty. So that's why our symbol for the null hypothesis will be capital H and the small zero here. So the symbol here we call as H naught. Okay, and then the null hypothesis in statistics is also considered as the default hypothesis, meaning that it is assumed to be true unless there is evidence against it. For example, just now we believe that the students spend 100 ringgit per month for food. So the statement is true unless there is evidence against that statement. Okay. And then the second type is alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis always denoted as capital H and small 1, or in some other books you will find capital H with small a. So this one also referring to alternative hypothesis. The alternative statement will be true if the null is false, meaning that this is the claim against the assumption. For example, we believe that the students spend 100 ringgit per month for food. So the alternative will be true if the statement is false. These two statements must be opposite to each other. The second concept that you have to know is about the decision-making risk in testing hypotheses. So when you are testing something, you have the possibilities of making a mistake. The first mistake is called as type 1 error. Okay, what is type 1 error? Type 1 error means we are rejecting the null. In fact, the null is true. So logically, when the statement is true, so you have to accept the true statement. But in this case, the statement is true, but you reject the statement. So you are making a mistake here. The possibilities of making this mistake we call as type 1 error or denoted as alpha. Alpha means the possibilities of you to make a mistake, named as type 1 error. Okay, type 2 error means that the statement is false, but you not reject the false statement. Logically, when you have the false statement, so you have to reject. But in this case, you are not rejecting the false statement. If you are making this mistake, this one we call as type 2 error. And the possibilities of making this mistake symbolized as beta. Okay, clear what is type 1 error and type 2 error? Type 1 is you are rejecting the true statement. But type 2 error is you are not rejecting the false statement. Let's look at one example here. Let's say we have the criminal case in a court. Okay, let's say our null hypothesis is the defendant is presumed innocent. And then after evaluate evidence, this is the judgment from the jury or the court judgment. And then this is the reality, what is actually happened. Okay, let's say the defendant is innocent, and then the jury believe that the person is innocent, meaning that you have a correct decision here. You judge the person innocent, and in fact the person is innocent. So this is the correct decision. Okay. And the second one, the person is innocent, but the jury believe that the person is guilty. Meaning that the person is innocent, so your null is true, the person is innocent, but you are judging that the person is guilty. So you are making a mistake here, the wrong decision. So which error that you have here? Type 1 error or type 2 error? Type 1 error just now is reject null when it is true. Okay, the null is true or the null is false here? The null is defendant is presumed innocent, meaning that not guilty. So the null is true here, but you reject the null. You are saying that the person is guilty instead of innocent. So you are making type 1 error here. So this one will be your type 1 error. Okay. And then the second case, the person is actually guilty, but your decision is the person is innocent. So big mistake here. When the null is false, but you are not rejecting the null. So you are making a big mistake here. So this one we call as type 2 error. Okay, the last one, when the person is guilty and the court judged that the person is guilty. So you have the correct decision here. So in testing hypothesis, your aim is to have the correct decision. But if possible, avoid to making these two types of error, because in real life, these two error is a bad decision. Let's say for this one, for the type 2 error, you are judged that the person is innocent, but actually the person is commit a crime. So this is dangerous. And this one, you are judging the person is guilty, but actually the person is innocent. So poor to that defendant because you are making the wrong decision. And the last concept is two approach used in hypothesis testing. The first one, we are using critical value approach, and the second one is p-value approach. So you have only two approach in hypothesis testing. But for our syllabus, we only cover the first approach, which is critical value approach. Okay, that's all for the concept in hypothesis testing. Hopefully you all will understand. Thank you.